We're talking more about the concept of automatic stay, as well as introducing the idea of garnishing wages. Hopefully, this is something you've never had to experience and you will continue to never have to experience. Automatic stay, well, when bankruptcy is filed, remember, an automatic stay does come into effect, which stops collection efforts and legal actions against the debtor, such as their wages being garnished. However, the automatic stay does not apply to criminal proceedings or spousal or child support obligations. That case is going to be, remember, support the children or support the spouse. They are going to continue to get their money. And criminal proceedings takes a whole different path, and we are not delving into that because this is not the criminal exam. This is the regulation exam. Now, garnishing an employee's wages, this is a legal process through which a portion of an individual's earnings is withheld by their employer to satisfy a debt owed by the employee. Think of it like where you see your FICA Medicare tax being withheld, your federal income tax being withheld by the employer. So too does the employer withhold the money that you owe to someone else. Now, you might be thinking that sounds kind of scary. Is that easy to have that happen? Well, let's talk about the overall process of how that works. Because there are, as we'll talk about, a lot of rights that you have as a potential debtor where these creditors cannot come after you at your place of work and your employer can actually help protect you. And we'll dive into that more kind of with the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act later on. But this is the process of being able to garnish an employee's wages. Again, so let's say a bank is owed $20,000 by an employee. They can go to the employer, say, hey, can you help withhold some money from the employee's paycheck to help pay this debt? Let's say $100 a month, whatever it might be. But this is the process for how that works. First, they want to obtain a judgment. The creditor must first obtain a court judgment against the debtor, proving that the debt is valid and legally enforceable. So first off, you have to have the courts approve it. And that's fair, right? It's kind of like, hey, come back with a warrant. that mentality there. Next, requesting a wage garnishment order. The creditor then petitions the court for a wage garnishment order, which instructs the debtor's employer to withhold a specific amount from the employee's wages. So first, the court has to deem that this debt is real and enforceable. Next, you ask the court, hey, can you see if the employer will withhold a specific amount from the employee's wages? Then the order is served. The wage garnishment order is served to the employer, usually by a sheriff, process server, or certified mail. Withholding wages. Upon receiving the order, the employer is legally obligated to withhold the specified portion of the employee's wages in compliance with federal and state laws. Remitting garnished wages. The employer forwards the garnished amount to the appropriate party, which is usually the creditor or a government agency. And lastly, termination of garnishment. The wage garnishment continues until the debt is fully paid. A court order terminates it, or the debtor successfully challenges the garnishment and gets it terminated. That's the overall process. Just understanding the concepts overall of how that works.
Hey there! Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material? We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.